Guys, welcome to my house. Let's go cook up a storm in my kitchen. Follow me. Guys, yes, I have an idea. Ne? Mother's Day is coming up, and just to be different, I'm like, I think let me call my mom, just find out what's her favorite dish. As you know, abantu abadala dishes are they change. And then my idea after that will be like, okay, her favorite dish and maybe remix it a little bit. So yeah, masimfonele nsivuba utanda AP dish, and yeah, I'm hoping it's not a complicated dish. Masithemba. Oh, hi, Maunjani. Ndiyaphila nam. No. Then ndikucheka nje. And then I'm thinking just, yeah, because Mother's Day isondele, but ke because ukude. Yeyiphi idish oyithandayo? Like ukuyitya. If ungathiwa umuntu makakuphekele indlu.
Idish endiyithandayo kakhulu ngumngqusho.
Ah.
Nenyama no. Nenyama. Nesipinashi, ne-carrot.
Okay. So simple. Awusokolisi. But siyafana ke enyameni. Hayi ndiyakubona siyafana enyameni.
Inyama ke ingalinga ndikuplate.
Ndifuze kuwe mosilende inyama yabona ndithatha kuwe. Alright, hayi ke ibiyilonto bendifuna ukujonga so that ndenze idish ye-Mother's Day and inspireshwe nguwe. So umngqusho ke it is, then uzoyibona ke ngizoyifaka i-twist zam. Because kungekho lapha ke Durban besizoyitya sonke, but ke uzoyitya ngamehlo. Ngiyadlala. Hayi ke ma ube nemini emandi apho, and happy Mother's Day in advance.
Okay,
Sure, love you. Bye. Bye. Sure. Guys, remember yesterday I called my mom and then she was like, your favorite dish, okay, it's Samp and Beans. So I'm like, okay, Samp and Beans infused with Indonesian tanda, which is Inyama. So today I'm going to be doing that. So I'm just going to be zhuzhing it up, of course, adding curry and just making it really nice, homely and nostalgic. So, but again, unfortunately, I get my mom usilsigi, so she can't taste. One day you'll get to be the judge.
It's a thought that counts, and we're here to do the Lord's work.
So let's start here, guys. I have a steak here. So in front of me, it's a ram steak, but you can use any steak that you prefer. So the idea here is like, when you remember, guys, it's tambu, Samp and Beans, but imagine it now with meat. So, and in a curry style. But yeah, don't worry. I'm gonna be showing you guys what siyenza kanjani yonke into. So the idea is here is just to get bite size. So in the meantime, I think let's do this.
Would any other cuts of meat work? Because you specifically did it up.
So here specifically, I'm doing a shortcut. So stewing beef would work, but you will need to cook that for longer. So here, iramp, why I'm gonna be using it is because I'm just gonna be pan frying it so that it be medium rare. So I'm not fully cooking it. And iramp, you get a lot of flavor and it's tender, but you can use also a sirloin steak for this, the cheating version. But if you have all the time, you can, or of course, use stewing beef, uspege up until like it's fully cooked, and then you can add it later on. So today, because I didn't have that much time, I was like, what if I just pan fry steak bites and then, yeah, add them.
I think on another video, you should definitely take us through the different, I know that you already have steak cuts.
Yeah.
But yeah, like you're saying that you're going to make this medium rare and it obviously cooks quicker.
Yes,
and
definitely.
Stewing beef, you need more time
to
cook that.
So that it be tender. So the concept here is like we're trying to cheat that. So by making like a nice steak bites that are going to be nice and flavorful. And then so I show it. Okay. Nice. So in goes the oil. Any oil should do. But today I'm using olive oil. So yeah. I should have actually done this way in advance because now I need to wait for the pan to be hot.
We'll pause and we'll fast forward.
Pause and fast forward. All right, guys, the pan is hot enough, so we're gonna add a steak bite set to inside. Right. The trick here with the medium steak, you just make sure that you do not overcrowd your pan.
Overcrowd the pan.
Really needs to be hot, like piping hot, so that you get a nice crust with steak, but again, you're still keeping it juicy inside, yeah, boy? I'm hearing that, Mawande, you've been exercising good skills at home.
Hey, listen, since we started this journey, I'm coming along.
Yeah, well done. So show to Sam or convert Sam.
Yeah.
Okay, what I'm doing, I'm just adding like a little bit of salt. We'll do salt and pepper.
So you're just gonna salt and pepper, no?
Yeah, it's just salt and pepper. Remember, we are gonna do a curry base for the Samp and Beans here, so that's why I'm just keeping it simple. And then what you wanna do is just flip it around. Okay. And with iram, guys, it's very unforgiving. Once you go too harsh on it, it can overcook.
Oh,
and then you know, with the overcooking, it becomes like very tough to chew. So the idea here is just to give it nice color and then see coupe almost there, and just making sure that the fat is rendered nicely.
So do you have memories of your mom making umngqusho back home?
So yeah, definitely. I'm even still surprised that it's still one of her favorite dishes, because yeah, umngqusho she's cooling out. At some point I even stopped eating it, but I'm back at eating it now. I don't know, because I think for me, once you eat a kuli dish growing up, you have that thing of resentment. So yeah, mom will cook umngqusho, and sometimes we'll eat it with like chicken, curry, fish, and of course air water sometimes, which was not really nice. Because Tina's Inyama, so when you have a dish that doesn't have meat, we lose interest. So yeah, this is actually transferring me back. So yeah.
This is nice. I mean, I grew up eating Samp and Beans with tamatambo, bones, meaty bones.
Yeah, that's the common for everyone, because I guess meat was also on the expensive side.
True, that's true.
So I think as the cooler things have changed up and we're more exposed. So that's why you see.
It's funny because I thought Tukuti, no, that's how it was supposed to be made. But
yeah,
now when you grow up, you realize no, it's because
it was affordable. Yeah. And I'm shipping, and I think I ship in a man. It's just for me the tiny Inyama, so
Amatambo taste.
No, I taste are good. I don't have anything against the matambo. Hear me out. But I just love meat. Like, yeah. Okay, here I think I'm done. It's not really that golden brown. So what I'll do, I'm just gonna make sure that when I'm doing the curry sauce, I add it in.
That's good.
So that's basically like what you want to get, like a color like this, like a golden brown, and then yeah. So we'll, oh, look at that. Balambi. Right, so remove this.
So in the Xhosa culture, would you say that this meal is in the top 3? Or if not, what are the top 3 meals in the Xhosa culture?
I think umngqusho, just a water, would be up there. But of course, my one is being fancy. I'm adding meat and rump and so yeah, umngqusho probably with the stew. That's the basics. All right, guys. What I usually like doing, add more oil. So these juices are really good. I changa, but you still get a flavor. So it's a very nice trick for build a flavor. So what we're doing now, we're gonna be doing the sauce. So I need onion. So your onion yam say chop here, but yeah, you know how to chop an onion, so of course. And we're not doing like a fine. It's more like a diced onion. So and then another quick one, guys. Because I want my dish to be a little bit spicy, let's quickly go to the garden. I'll put this on the side so that see. Okay, guys, quickly, because the recipe I want it to have a little bit of heat, so there's a tata or pele pele. See, this is why it's always good for you guys to grow your own herbs or fresh veggies. So, ebo, just pick it up. So, just a couple. Right, so I'm just giving it a stir. So in terms of heat-wise, we're keeping it on high because see, lemos. So.
But you did say that you like cooking on high heat.
Yeah, high heat for me. High heat is maintained, like it's controllable if you're around. The problem is when you're a person who cooks and move over, so that becomes a problem. So yeah, let's do this. Right. So here we're not really cooking an onion for like ibe translucent. We're just giving it a nice color. And then what I'm adding here, your stannies, I have like your bay leaf, cloves, just the basis ga curry. But as I always say, use what you have at home. And then in goes garlic. So I have like a garlic paste here. The measurements are going to be written for you guys, so yeah, do not worry about the measurements, but yeah. And then give it a stir, and here's the nice part where you start smelling garlic.
Have you found that Durban flavors are different because of the cross cultures, like the spices, like the star leaves and so forth?
Yeah, no, definitely. I think Durban, if flavoring there is a difference. So I think when you go, like coming from Eastern Cape, we're not big on curries and bold, spicy flavors. So when I came to Durban, I was like, okay, this is really impressive. But yeah. And then in goes chilies where too? Oh, I have something else. Curry leaves. So fresh curry leaves. So the idea of this dish is like mom inspired, Mother's Day, what she loves. So my mom loves Samp and Beans. So I was like, okay, infuse it with Durban because I'm currently based at Durban and Durban by Tando curry. So imagine the base is like curry and then I infuse it with Inyama, which is I love. So that's the whole idea here of, so we can call it like an Eastern Cape meets Durban meets Sifo. Hey? Okay, here I have like a ground cumin and a masala, like a Durban masala. So not too much, just...
So what would you say is the biggest life lesson you learned from your mom?
Biggest. I think biggest, if I have to really be honest, is like humble. Like my mom has always been a grounded woman, like very humble. Like it's very rare to see my mom a shout out or angry. So I think one thing that I've learned from her that I've found that a lot of people always say, when you find a mama, like I'm that person, like always like grounded, down to earth. Yeah, so that's the biggest lesson of Uba Zabantu. My mom is really kind, down to earth. Unobele, like she has that warmth. So yeah, amongst many, of course.
Yes, that's
I mean,
beautiful.
I could go on and on, but yeah, I think that the biggest is that, yeah, being humble, treating people with respect, and just being a human being, like a human being. And
That's so good.
That's the basis of it. Okay, we're done with the base. It smells good. Remember also when you're doing ukari, you use your discretion in terms of the color. So the idea here is to not overcook, because once you overcook, the spices become bitter and then you don't want to eat that. So this for me looks good, smells good.
It does smell good.
And I don't know if I had tomato paste on my thing. I don't think I have tomato paste. But yeah, remember guys, as you cook, you have a recipe, but again,
you work with what you have.
The Ninja's recipes, so yeah. But some people will find that they add a tomato paste just to give it a nice color and flavor. But yeah, we're remixing it here also, remember? So I have potatoes. So my mom said, Umngqusho, unamazambane, ne spinach. So I was like, okay, potatoes, but I have baby potatoes. So you use what you have. So baby potatoes have already been cooked for me. But what you do, you just boil them up until they cook to your liking.
So we see that you didn't peel the potatoes. Hey, growing up, these things are...
Yeah, it's elevating the dish. So that's why I also used baby potatoes, because I love baby potatoes. I feel like in dishes like this, they're going to make it shine. So the skin is really good. See, I give guys the skin's a potato, so don't shy away from that. And then with potatoes, they're not seasoned yet. So what I'll do, I'll show you. We'll add the salt and pepper towards the end, because also there's a lot of elements for the dish. And then here I have spinach. So spinach, baby spinach. But if you want, you can use like the normal Swiss chard. Swiss chard spinach and chop it up. So baby spinach, a little bit of that. Remember, the measurements are going to be written for you guys. So ningawar apa niyabukela method, and then you go read for
that's good,
the whole detailed recipe.
And also what I just love about the video that we're doing today is to remind people to appreciate the women in their lives. We're also very cognizant that not everybody might have a mom, but you might have a mother figure.
True.
It could be ukoko wako, it could be your aunt, it could be just to appreciate them and say, hey, grateful to have you in my life, and this is a gesture.
Very profound. Hey, Mawan, if I'm ungifundise.
Hey, don't start with that, please.
But there's still time.
Hey, don't start.
There's still time. Preacher
maybe
guys.
That's you're winning people over with food.
I don't think ubufundisi for me, but I'm good at pegging, so figure peg
What's the one memory you have that you got into trouble with your mom?
I'm even scared to say it, but
You're scared to say it? Spill the tea. Spill the tea.
Spill the tea. But okay. Let's reduce the heat so that you know what I want to do for us? I want to change the pot, because now I'm about to add the samp that's cooked to the meat. So let's quickly change the pot.
Let's go for it.
But if you feel like this will work for you, it's fine. But for me, I feel like I want to use a bigger pot. So what are we doing here? Changing. And then I'm just transferring everything here. I wanted those steak juices, so hence. All right, I'm happy with this. So just remember that this pot still needs to catch some heat. So in the meantime, story. So biggest memory, I think. So my sister, growing up, saskula with this sister, because I think that fumana kuyugeza. But so inzima lento. So we're endlini, and then I don't know what went wrong with me. So my mom was in a pajama or a fag. And I think we had a visitor. I don't know if it was my dad coming over to visit, but I'm not sure if I'm allowed to say a Caesar. And then Satata's only pajamas, I think she had 3. That was fag, and that's like hide it so that tongue was born. So now the person is outside, you know, most of them are pajama, born.
Yeah.
So and I didn't think it. So I think it was my dad, because we got a hiding for it. And then I figure my mom is complaining she had to go wear something else. It's like, I need more pajamas. Then it's like, if you haven't done. And then the punishment was it was a night for like few minutes. And then Sasoyiga, then I think that was the most.
Yo, you guys are naughty.
But I was really not the naughty one growing up. So I used to be, I think I'm still, like I used to be really, really reserved, shy guy. But he didn't influence on sister. Because there's also another story where we saleka imbuzi or goats for Zazi around the yard, and then we were chasing them. So apparently we don't see that as these goats. Let me just say, they have like a shepherd, but he's down there watching. So Tina Simboni, when we were busy playing with them, and then he came, then we started running, almost as kids. Climbed the fence. I think that's where my sister got a scar. It was really gruesome. Like, she got a big scar for that. But rather than that,
this is interesting. You guys are up to mischief. Stories
for days, but But I think I like to believe like Ukula Wama was really not a troublesome kid. I used to love my books, like books. So Okay, right now, like I'm just gonna be chopping a coriander for a nice flavor. Let me just add a little bit of oil. Can never go wrong.
Hey, this smells so good already.
Yes. And then remember the potatoes are already cooked. So this one is just to mix things up. And then remember inyama yetu, it was really, really not cooked to perfection. So we still can expose it to heat. So in goes the steak. So you can see the flavors are really combining. Right. And then just for the heat, so umngqusho. So this is called umngqusho, Eastern Cape Samp and Beans. It's already been cooked. Remember, izolo once umama ngixelele and then ayipheka, and then I was like, I'd rather get it ready. And there's also like, I think I need another spoon here. I was also saying there's omnye ose canning. The canned Samp and Beans. I don't know if you guys have tried it, but yeah.
I actually have. We saw it from you. We won't say from which brand.
That also works for this recipe. So yeah, if you feel like you miss home, being nostalgic, but you don't have the time.
How did you do one? You soaked it?
So we soaked it. Usually overnight is best, but probably 6 to 8 hours. And then you cook it. So for me, I pressure cooked it. Pressure cooker, in the process, it be fast for like 3 hours. On low, 3 to 4 hours on low, and then that should work. All right, I don't want to overcrowd the pan, the pot, I mean. So what we do now, we're just gonna mix everything up together like this.
Oh, that looks good.
And then we season with salt and pepper.
So you're still cooking on high heat?
Yeah, still high heat, because remember the Samp, I think what you can also do at home, you can warm it up so that, because now we just need to make sure that it's warm-ish. And then what I'm going to do, salt and pepper. Okay, not a lot, but be generous with it. And then a little bit of pepper. And then you know what's gonna work for this dish? Let's do amanzi. Let's try hot water. Bonnie tricks. So just to loosen up the Samp. And I think I'm happy with this. You see? Right, umngqusho on inyama and some veggies. This is actually a complete dish because you have your veggies, you have your meat, and you have your starch.
It actually is.
And then lastly, let's quickly chop the coriander just to add flavor. Some people usually remove the stalks, but for me, I do not mind.
You don't mind them?
Yeah, cooking is like expressing yourself. One guy once said cooking is art, so
it is art.
I think yeah, it is. It is, yeah, it's definitely
because art is subjective.
Yeah, true.
So that's how bad cooks can get away with it. It's subjective.
As long as your art is not killing anyone. Right. So I'm happy with this. I can't believe how quick this dish is. In goes. Right.
But also, I think that's exactly what makes it nice. The fact that the person watching sees how possible it is, and
yeah, to cook up.
Because back
delicious.
in the day, it used to take the whole day.
Yeah, true. That's true. Because umngqusho, as we know it, uphekwa the full day. Right. I think here it's more like just taste if the salt and pepper is really good.
For everybody watching at home, all I'm saying is this looks amazing.
So, the heat. I think a little bit of salt.
More seasoning.
Okay. and some pepper. And remember with this, you always have a room to customize it the way you like it. If you like barbecue, other fresh herbs, other seasonings. And iruliam, always with cooking. Cooking, you make it your own. It's just the recipe that I'm sharing is like to inspire you. But if you feel like you want to add more other veggies, go ahead and do that. Okay.
This is so good.
Reminds me of home, like when I'm just looking at it. Niphakela umngqusho elayinini with your bowls. Because there's a lot of us siblings, so yeah. This is really taking me back. And remember, Samp and Beans have already been cooked, so this doesn't need to go for longer. And what I'll just finish it off, a little bit of olive oil. And of course, if you have, you know what will be really good now that we're here. That's why I love cooking. Let's add my friend here. So a knob of butter. Back in the days, they will say, I think wholesome.
Yes, it was a wholesome, yes.
Yeah,
I think it's
really,
back now. I've been seeing people on TikTok
is it?
post more about the wholesome.
Nah, wholesome will really take this dish up there. But yeah, let's
have you cooked a lot with the beef tallow?
Not really, because I think it's also very rare to find.
Yeah, it is. I think some people they make their own, and
you have to make your own, like render fat and stuff. But yeah.
Oh, I can smell that.
Butter is gonna really elevate this. And just like that, Mwande. And people watching, I think it's gonna be.
We have elevated.
Just to close umngqusho. I'm even sweating, but yeah, it's part of the game. We've elevated my mother's favorite dish, infused it with a little bit of Durban inspo curry, and of course Inyama in this tandelayo, and I don't know what to call it. Curried Samp and Beans? Nyamarian curried Samp and Beans. Yeah, we'll work on the name. I'm really not good at that. But
and then any message to your mom, the special lady?
Message to my mom? Yo, now you caught me off guard. But I think, just really love you, appreciate you, and thank you for making me the man I am today. It's all because of you. Diabulela ngothando, nokungikhulisa. And I know you're proud. You always say it every day. So, enkosi, just to say enkosi, diambulela futhi uThixo ngawe. So yeah, continue being the best mom you are. And uThixo angakuthathi man sesakudinga around us. And yeah, I love you so much.
That's beautiful. And guys, please remember, do this for your loved ones. If you have a mom, call them, create something for them, whether it's a recipe or a gift. And then if you have a mother figure, call your aunt, call your grand, whoever it may be.
Yes, guys. Mother are really important in our lives, so we need to always make sure that siyathandana, sibuyisa uthando. They really do a lot from, birth, pregnancy, they carrying that child and giving birth to it, nurturing it, umkhulise up until abeyile ndoda okanye intombi ayiyo today. It's really amazing. So yeah, masithandaneni sibathande omama bethu okanye mother figures that are around in our lives.
Sifo for president.
Yathethisa ke le president. Yathethisa. So I think what's left is just for us to dish.
Let's
and then
dish
you guys
this up.
can
Oh, it smells.
taste.
Yeah, so to all the people watching at home, I really want you to know that this smells good. And I also want you to know that we are going to devour this. But you have the opportunity to make your own. You know? Just down the mona pants.
Right.
Oh, this
You have your bowl, and then we're just gonna plate this. Okay guys, nizibonele. You saw how easy it was to make this dish, and it's really transporting me back home, like ekhaya, skula, Samp and Beans umngqusho with inyama. Elevated it a little bit with like curry, Durban inspired flavors. This is it, umngqusho nenyama. that is inspired by my beautiful mother. And happy Mother's Day to all the beautiful moms out there. Siyanithanda kakhulu. And do not forget to make the special dish for that special person, your mom, mother figure, aunt, yeah. But mna sendigqibile, guys. What's left to do? Give it a taste. And before we close, ningalibali to subscribe, like, comment, share, so that it reaches a lot of people. I mean, this dish, I like to call it a common dish in most SA cultures. So, masipekeni kamandi abantu bethu sibathandayo. And with that said, I'm out. Let's give it a taste.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good. I can't wait to enjoy this. Soon as...
I actually want to gatekeep it, but it's a slap. Really good, really flavorful. Curry pulls through. Meat is really cooked to perfection. Umngqusho, guys, yamazi. It's nostalgic. It's homely. It's hearty. Aye, le, your shame. But man, guys, Mawande and the team are gonna give the final verdict.
You can say that again.
Guys, I'm out. Thank you.